doing the Animal Kingdom thing.
Yay.
Excited?
Yes.
Can't
Go
wait.
check out Avatar.
Yes, we are definitely excited for this park. We haven't been to Animal Kingdom in over 10 years. There's been so many changes that have happened since then. We can't wait to explore the park and ride the new rides. Well, new rides to us. Walking into the park and seeing the Tree of Life was so surreal. I forgot how beautiful this tree is. We decided to head over to Pandora, World of Avatar first. This place is absolutely beautiful. I feel like I've been teleported into the Avatar movie. The attention to the detail is just absolutely amazing. I am at a loss for words. We're gonna go check out the Navi River journey. We saw that the wait time is only 30 minutes. This ride is usually a little bit slower when the park first opens, since everyone is rushing over to Flight of Passage. We only ended up waiting in line for 12 minutes, and we asked the cast members if we could sit in the front row. They were so kind to accommodate. The front row is going to give you the best views with the least amount of obstructions, because sometimes there's like tall people sitting in front of you, and if you're anything like me, I'm pretty short, so I always have an obstructed view. Unfortunately, on our ride, the animatronic of the showman was down. So when this happens, instead of shutting down the ride, it's replaced with a screen version of the shaman. This was a bit of a disappointment, but overall, the ride was a great experience. We did hear that early in the mornings, they tend to have trouble with the animatronic, so keep that in mind if this is going to be one of your first rides of the day. However, it is nice to check off a big ride early on the day. We'll see if the lines aren't too bad later on and try to give this ride a second go. Even with the animatronic being replaced with a screen, this ride still was a great ride, and it ended up being one of my favorite rides in the park. So I'm still really glad I got to do it, and I can't wait to see it functioning with the animatronic. Animal Kingdom has such a different energy compared to the other parks. It's such a calm and zen feel versus the typical high energy of a regular theme park. There's so many different paths to walk and just take in that feel of Mother Nature. It's so relaxing. I loved this park so much. Fun fact, the different areas like Africa and Asia, they're actually inspired by the actual countries to give it that most authentic feel.
My husband's trying to make more noise because I'm doing a video. Ground's a bit wet. Apologies for the sneakers. What, honey?
I think it's a brown plastic.
How's your fit today? What you wearing?
Going for the natural color for Hamilton. Rocking the orange green.
He's conversating more today. Oh, tracks. Track.
That's a track.
Oh.
Now we are in the Africa section of the park. The Kilimanjaro safari ride has a 25-minute wait time. This is definitely a ride that you want to do earlier on in the day if you want to be able to see as many animals as possible, since the animals will be more awake and more active in the daytime. This is a slow ride through a safari of 110 acres where you're going to get to see the animals roam free. We ended up waiting in line for actually 30 minutes, but the line did move really quickly.
Over here, I'll need a lot of water. I'll bring the bill as well. What's that?
Look, there's a crocodile in the water.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now, what is that for?
It's a bridge.
I am already starting to see lots of exciting animals coming up here in Savannah. We'll be getting close to them here in just a few short minutes.
They're coming up, honey. Oh, I see some zebras.
Right up, right away over on the right side. It's going to be a bunch of wildebeest. Now, wildebeest migrate by the millions, so there are quite a handful of them on the reserve. They are also very skittish animals, so when they sleep, they like to sleep in rows. That way, if they get spooked, they just have to get up and run without looking where they are going. Now, also, if you look around the reserve here, you can begin to see that we'll be drive animals with the very big horns. Those are incomplete cattle. Now, stable antelopes use their long, pointy horns to fight another to assert dominance as well as impress during courtship. These stable antelopes are also the emblem of the Harambe Reserve, which we are on right now. Now, in cooling cattle are a domesticated animal, and they are seen as a status symbol of wealth. Their horns are about 6 to 8 feet long, and you might think that their horns look heavy. They are actually not as heavy as you might think, because they are semi-hollow and made of a honeycomb structure, and that works as a cooling system for them. Here on the left side, once again, those are Hartman's mountain zebras as well as the horned giraffes. I also do see a baby giraffe walking this way as well. We're going to go ahead and start with the zebras. Now, a group of zebras is called a dazzle. Oftentimes, people will wonder if zebras are black with white stripes or white with black stripes. But for this type of zebra, if you look at their noses, you can see that they are black with white stripes. Now, this baby giraffe here is just a few months old, but when he was born, he was already 6 feet tall.
Do they have a golden zebra?
Now, giraffes each have their own set of patterns. No two giraffes have the exact same patterns, just like how humans have their own unique fingerprints. Giraffes also take a bunch of mini naps throughout the day. They'll sleep for a total of 30 minutes. And oftentimes, you will see giraffes sleeping standing up. Got a zebra crossing in front of us here.
Hey, zebra.
Looks like we are also going to slowly follow this giraffe that's in front of this truck that's ahead of us here. The giraffes do like to spend a lot of time in the road for some reason. Whenever that happens, we just call it a traffic jam.
Yeah, do you see the giraffe right there? Wow. Oh, the zebra right there, not the giraffe, that's a zebra. Look at the zebra, we are so close. She's coming this way. Yeah, we're not going to get on top of that. Look at the zebra.
Now we're waiting for this giraffe to move down this road here. If there are any Disney Plus subscribers, there is a very fun show in there called The Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom. I highly recommend that you check this show out if you haven't already seen it. This show will teach you all about some of the animals that you're seeing here today at Animal Kingdom, as well as Animal Kingdom Lodge and the aquarium at Epcot. It'll show you how these animals are cared for, as well as celebrated for special events and birthdays. It is a very fun and cute show, and you definitely get to learn a lot about all these very exciting animals that you're seeing today. And follow the zebra, at least. And the wildebeest. Everyone's migrating. Alright, now right over here on the right side, if you look up on top of this small hill, underneath the tall tree there are some very small antelopes laying down up there. Those are called... Now these elephants can weigh between 8,000 and 13,000 pounds. Their skin is about 1 inch thick, but it is still very sensitive. This is around the farms. That way when the elephants get too close to the crops, the bees will come out and scare them away. This was very beneficial, but it helped to lessen the human-elephant conflict, as well as provide the farmers with honey from the bees. Now I do see a few more elephants coming up over here on the left side as well. Oh, I see a baby elephant over there as well. You look right over the bushes here. She's hanging up by the big rock there. I will definitely be getting a closer look at her once we drive around those rocks here. Now elephants live in family groups. These family groups are led by a matriarch. A matriarch is usually the oldest and the wisest female elephant. And male elephants will typically live on their own in solitary after they are kicked out of the family group. Now, if you look over here on the right side, though, there's a... Oh, it's cleared out. But if you look over here on the right side, now a group of flamingos is called a flamboyant.
Woo!
Flamingos will start off as gray in color, and they get their pink color from the food that they eat from something called beta-carotene, which is found in shrimp. So for these very well hidden animals, now sometimes these cheetahs can be kind of difficult to spot. Oftentimes they like to lay down somewhere in the shade. Oh, but I do see something over here. It's not a cheetah, but there is a white rhino all the way back there in the far corner. She's really hard to see, but oh, there's a couple of them back there.
Where?
Right in the corner by that tall rock wall, kind of behind those trees there. Now, rhinos do like to spend a lot of time rolling around in the mud. The mud works as a sun protectant as well as an insect repellent for them. And a group of rhinos is called a crash. Right, so now we're going to be looking for those cheetahs again. We're going to see cheetahs. They should be over here on the left side. I do actually think I see a couple. It's a little hard to see them. They are laying down all the way back there as far as you can look by the tree line up on top of the lair when they are hunting during the daytime.
I see the fence now.
Now, kind of over here on the left side, some of you might recognize this as Pride Rockville and Lion King. This is a Kobe rock formation, which is typically home of the lions. I do think there might be some lions laying down over here on these rocks.
Whenever we fall,
There they are.
we'll say Samba.
A lion swimming group called prides. And prides are led by male lions. Male lions protect the prides as well as the young cubs, while female lions will typically do a majority of the hunting.
That's Samba.
Return to states fully seated, please. The lions do like to sleep a lot throughout the day. They'll sleep for a total of 16 to 20 hours per day. And a lion's roar is allowed to be heard from up to 5 miles away.
Where's Samba? Samba! Oh, and the top
There's a
one's
male lion right there. You can see a little bit of a mane.
Top one's store.
Still a fairly young lion.
That's Mufasa. Mufasa.
Now, these goats may look small, but they are fully grown. They are also very playful, and they love to butt heads with one another, and that's just like play wrestling. Goats like these are domesticated, and they produce a very sweet goat smell.
We really enjoyed that safari a lot more than expected. Seeing the animals roam around was quite majestic. Overall, this was a great experience. We ended up grabbing some breakfast at Kusafair. We shared the breakfast tachos, which is potato barrels, scrambled eggs, nacho cheese sauce, and some crumbled bacon. We asked for the bacon on the side, and we also got the seasonal muffin, which was the pumpkin muffin, and this was actually my favorite meal of the day. Next, we went to Nomad Lounge. This place usually gets pretty crowded. We recommend getting reservations. You can only make reservations on the My Disney app and only once while you're inside the park. You can always walk up and make reservations with the host as well. Reservations open up around 11 a.m. On this particular day, the park wasn't as crowded. We ended up getting an alert on our phone after just 10 minutes making the reservation. Nomad Lounge is known for having the best churros in all of Disney, and they're delicious handcrafted drinks. So we had to, of course, check this place out. I decided on the Tempting Tigress. It's their take on an old-fashioned. I don't usually go for the dark liquor, but I wanted to try this. It's definitely strong, but very smooth, balanced, and well-made. For some small bites, we shared the famous churros with vanilla crema and seasonal sauce. Ours was the dulce de leche. My husband loves churros. He said these live up to the hype, and they are the best churros that he's ever had in all of Disney. We also got the Korean barbecue mushroom bao buns. It was pretty good. If you didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known that there wasn't any meat in there. Overall, we had a great experience at Nomad Lounge. It was nice just to relax and cool down in the AC. Now we're going to go walk around the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life is the iconic symbol of Animal Kingdom. The Tree of Life stands at 145 feet tall and 50 feet wide. It represents the circle of life with over 300 intricate animal carvings. This tree is even more magical up close and in person. Festival of the Lion King is always a fan favorite at Animal Kingdom. This show is so lively and action-packed, from the acrobatics to the puppets, along with those songs from the movie that we all know and love. This is a must-see.
Don't worry, your old buddy Timo's here. The show can begin. Hey, what are you doing? Slow down, slow down. I'm supposed to be center stage. Who's driving this thing?
Timon! Glad you could make it!
Right on time. here. That's our motto. What's a motto? I don't know. What's a motto with you? Here we go again. From? Yikes! Let's get out of here!
We stopped at Satu'li Canteen in Pandora. There's a coffee flight there I wanted to try. It has 3 different flavors: matcha, regular, and ube. The ube cold brew is ube, oat milk, cane sugar, and butterfly pea. The cold brew is just a plain black cold brew, and the matcha cold brew is matcha, oat milk, and cane syrup. All 3 were delicious and so much fun to try. The ube flavor really stood out to me since it was so unique to me. Having tried all 3, I would have just gotten a full serving of the ube next time. You can also get the full serving of the matcha as well. My husband decided to create his own bowl. He went with the chopped wood grilled chicken, noodles, and vinaigrette sauce. He loved the bowl. He also picked up the avatar dessert for me, knowing how much I love a good chocolate mousse. Look at how beautiful this dessert is.
Be careful, baby.
Now that we have a full stomach, we're gonna head over to watch Finding Nemo over at DinoLand. This show is absolutely adorable, perfect for the entire family of all ages. I absolutely love the show and will watch it every single time. Something about Nemo just takes me back to my childhood. Now, on to more serious things. We're gonna go ahead and conquer Expedition Everest over in Asia. This roller coaster is way more aggressive than I remembered it to be. Maybe I've gotten older, or maybe that's just me being in the front row. Definitely make sure that before you get on this ride, that all of your food has been digested. Don't say I didn't tell you so.
way more aggressive than I thought.
Well, that wraps up our day at Animal Kingdom. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so that way you don't miss another adventure with us. Thanks for joining in on the fun, and we'll see you on our next adventure. Bye, friends!